I'm hoping you've watched the preview. I should probably turn down my volume. As you can tell, this is an 8-bit calculator, and this video is going to be split up into multiple parts explaining each and every little segment of the calculator, because I'm pretty proud of this. The only thing I really stole was this entire screen, like from this top point, like right here, all the way down to maybe like here, because this stuff sucked. This stuff sucked to build. Like, I genuinely did not want to build it myself, so I just searched up BCD display by Matt Batwings, and it is perfect. And yeah, the calculator's finished. I think I want to do some backstory. So, you know, I went on a family holiday trip some time ago to my family in India, and there I met my cousin, and he found my YouTube channel, and he found my old 4-bit calculator, by the way, which has now got 40 views, like best viewed video on my channel. And you know, he'd asked me to explain it to him, and we spent the following few weeks me teaching him a lot of the basics about, logical redstone, logic in general, right? If you're watching this, cousin, thank you. And that kind of inspired me to go a little bit bigger than the 4-bit calculator I previously had, and I upgraded it to an 8-bit calculator because, first of all, garnered a lot of attention, so my channel will grow, and also, just in general, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, but I just wasn't good enough. I started planning, and I came up with a very solid plan, and I started building around a month and a half ago. And when I started building, I only had around this little area of the calculator done. Maybe the screen, which I basically stole. I feel sorry, but I don't feel sorry at the same time because it was a nightmare. And that's it. That's all I had. And the rest I had to figure out on my own. So a lot of effort went into making this world, and in fact, I think I spent over 72 hours on it. If we check 72 or 48, something like that. If we check the statistics, 175 kilometers flown. Oh my. If we check distance by elytra, 267.75 kilometers. Holy. You can tell I used it quite a lot. Only 16 quits. Which means I grinded a lot, if you're being honest. Time played. No, not 1.7. It was time since. Time with world open. 3.79 days. Oh my. So that's almost 96 hours. I like recorded myself placing down the lost redstone dust, which was like over here, this specific redstone dust, which does the ripple blanking. And I was genuinely so proud. I cried myself to sleep that night, but still. And now I'm here. The way with the backstory. If you skipped here, good job. You didn't have to hear me talk for about 5 minutes, but let's start with the showcase. So first up is addition. Now this thing can add up to 255 times 255, so if we do like 108, we have to flip this down because this is currently on the A number, which was the top number. Now it's going to go down to the B number. We hit the addition one. Plus 64. Right? Now we'll get an output. Yeah. And there's our output. We used a 5-tick CCA for that one, by the way. Alright, now we can flip it back to the A number. Actually, instead of doing that, we just don't flip it. What usually would happen is if you want to reset it, you hit the A number and you hit reset all, which completely resets everything on the board. Let's try subtraction. So this should subtract. I'll show subtraction with a negative symbol at the end of this kind of showcase. When we hit subtraction, it should subtract. Yep, got it correct. Alright, this time multiplication. This one takes a little longer. Notice how all of the leading zeros are erased because there's no need for them. Okay, this one takes a bit of time. Never mind, that was really fast. And yeah, we got the answer right there. Someone fact checked this for me in the comments, but hopefully that was right. And division, this one takes the longest, so I'll probably see you at the end of a cut. But it puts a decimal point here, and I'll explain why we use a decimal point. Because it looks cool first of all, and also it's a lot more precise in the sense than using a remainder. Even though this usually does get the answer wrong by a little bit. Right, so currently, what's the answer going to be? There's no, it's 1.68. 64 times 1.68. 107.52. So here you are, ladies and gentlemen. That is actually really close to the answer. Now, we can flip it back to the A number, and when we hit reset all, you'll see how this works. We hit the reset button. First of all, we'll remove the decimal point because we don't need it anymore. And that's our machine that actually displays to the bottom right here. And that takes a bit of time because it's a huge machine, as you can see. So we'll just wait for it to, unload. Okay, cool. Now let's try a negative subtraction. Just to display how this works. 38, let's say. We flip it to the bottom number. Minus, I don't know, 106. Okay, so the negative symbol comes in. The negative symbol actually gets decided by the number of digits on the bottom, but here we go, it's decided. Our answer is negative 68. If we did the subtraction, I'm sure it would be correct. Yeah, and that's the, what do you call it, the showcase. Thanks for watching.